From September 21st to 26, 2024, the Global GF International Waters community gathered in Uruguay for the 10th GEF International Waters Conference IWC 10. This milestone event celebrated 3 decades of transformative action by the Global Environment Facility, GEF, supporting transboundary cooperation in shared water resources and ecosystems. With nearly 400 participants from diverse disciplines and regions, IWC 10 became a vibrant platform for sharing knowledge and experiences, peer-to-peer learning, crafting new collaborations, forging relationships, and renewing a collective commitment to sustainably manage and protect shared freshwater and marine ecosystems around the world. The journey began in Montevideo with 4 pre-conference workshops and continued in Punta del Este, where the inauguration of IWC 10 through a captivating film festival set an inspiring tone for the week. The conference unfolded with stimulating plenary and interactive sessions, vibrant networking opportunities, insightful technical site visits, and lively social events, creating a dynamic and enriching experience for all participants. The 10th GEF IWC pre-conference workshops began with excitement in Montevideo. Hosted at the Development Bank of Latin America and the Caribbean, the pre-conference workshops provided a hands-on learning and exchange experience for GEF IW project managers, thematic specialists, and GEF agency representatives to exchange knowledge, strengthen their skills, and collaborate on solutions for our shared water and ocean challenges.
The GEF partnership and the IW Folklore are only successful based on the time that we all invest into it. It's a partnership, it's a family. And so the more we put into it, I think the more we all get out of that.
On day 1, the project management workshop covered the GEF project management principles with a mix of theory and practice, featuring experienced project managers who provided practical insights on managing IW projects, while a parallel session focused on boosting the impact of GEF-funded SIDS projects and raised awareness of its needs.
A lot of people are facing the situation of the project extensions. I frankly haven't seen a single project that was not extended at least for a few months.
Only 5% of the total project budget, not the total envelope, the total project budget can be allocated for project management.
On day 2, the spotlight shifted to sustainable funding and financing, where participants familiarized themselves with funding and financing options for post-project sustainability, with concrete examples by 4 multilateral development banks.
So today we're focusing on needs and priorities that the GEF portfolio has already brought forward.
At the same time, a communication workshop encouraged participants to sharpen their storytelling skills, leveraging visual narratives and innovative reporting tools.
In the context of international waters, we are working now in a new facility. This integration facility has 2 tools or 2 mechanisms that are offered to the countries in the region to get access to technical resources for regional projects.
Here, the experiences and the lessons that my colleagues bring to this workshop has been very, very useful.
The weekend concluded with a warm social gathering. After a 6-year gap, we felt the happiness of the participants gathering and the excitement of the first-time participants.
It's been wonderful to get to interact with the range of different IWC projects and the implementing and executing agencies, and having the opportunity to see where the shared challenges are and then the lessons that can be learned across the portfolio.
The film festival showcased powerful stories of environmental impact from around the globe, anticipating the transformative work ahead. Welcome to the 10th GEF International Waters Conference, celebrating 30 years of impactful achievements in transboundary water cooperation. On day one, IWC 10 proudly hosted nearly 400 participants, welcomed by the government of Uruguay and the event's organizers.
Es un honor para mí estar hoy aquí en la apertura de la 10ª Conferencia Bienal de Aguas Internacionales del GEF y que la organización ha escogido a Uruguay en este magnífico lugar donde el Río de la Plata se une con el Océano Atlántico para celebrar este significativo aniversario.
En el ámbito del sistema acuífero guaraní, uno de los reservorios de agua dulce más importantes del mundo, estamos avanzando en el proyecto de implementación del programa de acción estratégica que busca consolidar la cooperación transfronteriza entre los países del sistema acuífero guaraní, controlar la calidad y cantidad de sus aguas y fomentar la igualdad de género en su gestión.
The success of the International Waters Program and everything that the Global Environment Facility does is thanks to all of you, to government partners, agencies, project managers, civil society organizations, private sector partners, indigenous peoples and local communities across this beautiful blue planet.
En este contexto se hace preciso, desde la urgencia, por un lado un llamado a la acción, por otro lado seguir fortaleciendo las alianzas y por último ampliar las experiencias y el conocimiento.
International waters are everywhere in the region, are fundamental for sustainable development.
Setting the stage for IWC 10, under the theme Transformative Actions and Impacts for the Water and Ocean SDGs, the GEF-IW response to the global challenge. The GEF Secretariat emphasized the vital contributions of diverse stakeholders to the success of the International Waters portfolio, underscored also by Independent Evaluation Office.
The entire GEF partnership has evolved to where it is today in response to the global environmental challenges we face and decisions taken by the entire GEF partnership.
A tribute to the 30 years of GEF International Waters, brought forth untold stories and testimonials from key figures who shaped its success.
The GEF is not just any funding source, and this biennial conference is not just any water conference. That is because your job is immensely difficult in helping multiple countries work together for their shared water bodies and for shared peace among regional neighbors.
It's never boring, this portfolio. You know, one day you are a scientist, and the next day you're working with the politicians on the development of the strategic action program and national action plans.
We need integrated approaches. We need to look at transversal issues and tackle that across those big systems.
We need to continue to build strong partnerships, using also the development bank and the investors to create financing models.
A policy discussion centered on experiences from different regions marked the kickoff.
The project is looking at utilizing groundwater as a means to address environmental, climate resilience, and water security issues that are common to these small Pacific nations.
The journey of the evolution of the GEF-IW portfolio in Latin America was explored through the stories of 7 regional projects of interconnected water bodies and their supported ecosystems.
5 countries, Argentina, Brazil, Bolivia, Paraguay, and Uruguay, we shared a common vision and a political commitment in 1969.
The opening segment concluded with the history and evolution of IW Learn, a unique service to the International Waters focal area, from its inception through to its 5th phase, and the launch of the GEF International Waters Story Map.
IW Learn is the GEF's International Waters Learning Exchange and Resource Network, a project, but more accurately, a living process.
The knowledge is being brought by you. You're on the ground, you're doing the work, and you're just bringing your lessons and you're sharing them with the community.
The afternoon featured interactive sessions and workshops diving deeper into the next generation of transboundary cooperation and governance.
We tried to do in the session on looking at the future and evolution of the TDA SAP process, really get input into what has worked, what hasn't worked. At this time, we really need to reevaluate the practical implementation of the SAP and how this can be better supported going into the future.
This celebratory day concluded with a welcome reception hosted by the Ministry of Environment of Uruguay.
IWC 10 was for me an opportunity to network and also to interact with the colleagues from other regions.
I've been able to establish very strategic partnerships going forward that are going to be part and parcel of the work that we do at the Nairobi Convention.
I think this is a very good initiative because it gets people with common interests together. It's a great chance for me to share the knowledge, to disseminate results, and to talk about what my country has done. So for me, this is a very great opportunity.
On day 2 of the 10th International Waters Conference, participants embarked on a series of technical site visits, each designed to deepen their understanding of Uruguay's water management and environmental conservation practices. These combined best practices with the unparalleled nature and culture of Uruguay, aiming for inspiration and team bonding. These visits provided crucial insights into sustainable project implementation, enriching the knowledge exchange for GF International Waters projects. The first itinerary took participants to the vibrant city of Montevideo. They wandered through the historic streets of Ciudad Vieja, admiring colonial architecture and iconic landmarks such as the Teatro Solís and Palacio Salvo. From the city's rich history, the visit shifted to the future of urban sustainability with a tour of Montevideo's cutting-edge wastewater treatment facility. Supported by IDB financing, this plant managed 44% of the city's wastewater, contributing to the protection of the bay's ecosystem.
The interest here is to preserve the environment. So while treating wastewater is necessary, what is discharged into the environment is also necessary because that can have a negative effect on tourism, on social, economic, and on all of that.
Participants then immersed themselves in the biodiversity of Santa Lucia's wetlands, where expert park rangers highlighted the critical role these ecosystems play in water purification and flood control.
Behind this facility, there's also a big net of sewage that collects the wastewater and avoids the contact with wastewater, the people. So the main objective of this facility, of this sanitation system, is to avoid the pollution of the coastal areas of Montevideo. You know, Montevideo is a capital city, but at the same time it's a coastal city.
One aspect that was particularly interesting is the negotiations and the interaction with the local community to be able to move fishing exercise from these wetlands out into open waters, and some of the work that was being done with the local community on harvesting the seagrass for use either for thatched roofs or for crafts.
In terms of the wetlands, I think regulations and involving of the community to protect and to conserve the wetland is very important things.
The second itinerary offered a glimpse into Uruguay's natural wonders. At Garzón Lagoon, participants walked across the scenic round bridge, taking in the lagoon's breathtaking landscapes and rich biodiversity. Connected to the Atlantic Ocean, Garzón Lagoon was a prime example of ecological and economic importance. Next, they visited the protected Rocha Lagoon, recognized as a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve and Ramsar wetland. Over 220 bird species, including flamingos and black-necked swans, call this sanctuary home. On the third itinerary, participants explored Laguna Negra, Uruguay's largest lagoon. As part of the GEF Marin Lagoon Basin project, This pristine water body exemplified sustainable water management practices.
In some forests, you can see 1 palm tree or 2.
Just a short distance away stood Santa Teresa Fort, a resilient 18th century fortress built in 1762. Visitors journeyed back in time as they explored its robust walls and learned about the region's historical conflicts.
I think having this opportunity to visit and to see the connection, the strong connection between the forest, where it's very impressive, the lagoon, and all the history that was surrounding this area for so long. All this integration to understand and to bring people to respectfully know these places, I think it's very valuable.
Finally, the tour arrived at Punta del Diablo, a tranquil fishing village where participants unwound by the rugged shoreline, enjoying the simplicity of coastal life and breathtaking views of the Atlantic.
The very ecosystem there, like to see the thick greenery and then the very unique lagoon where it was very interesting to note like the biodiversity in the water is so less.
The fourth and final itinerary brought participants to Punta del Este. They ferried to Isla de Lobos, home to South America's largest sea lion colony. Here, over 180,000 sea lions and sea wolves thrived in their natural habitat, while a historic lighthouse, built in 1906, guided ships with the continent's most powerful beam.
The technical visits, when we can see the way we protect the sea lions, it like really inspired me. And then the way you help to conserve the islands.
As a member of the Blue Nature Alliance, which is a global partnership, it's really important to people actually see what we are trying to protect and the importance of these environments.
Back on land, they visited La Mano, Mario Irarrazabal's iconic sculpture at Brava Beach. This symbol of Punta del Este's cultural landscape was a testament to the city's artistic spirit. The tour also included visiting the Maldonado Punta del Este wastewater treatment plant, expanded sewerage services to 96% of the population, safeguarding water quality and enhancing environmental health in the region.
Punta del Este is one of the most important cities in America in terms of tourism circuit. So the quality of our water is very important.
The technical site visit journeys ended at Casa Pueblo, the legendary architectural masterpiece designed by Carlos Perez Villarreal. It was a perfect ending to a day filled with learning, exploration, and reflection on the beauty and importance of Uruguay's natural landscapes. The technical site visits during IWC 10 provided invaluable insights into sustainable water management, biodiversity conservation, and the intricate connections between culture and environment. Through these experiences, participants left with a deeper understanding of the global challenges and opportunities in marine and freshwater ecosystems conservation. Day 3 of the IWC 10 focused on the theme Bridging Past and Present, Innovative Solutions, Tools, and Impactful Approaches. The plenary session started with an intervention on the role of GEF in promoting integrated approaches in transboundary water management, including examples on water-energy food ecosystems nexus, conjunctive water management, marine spatial planning, source to sea, to foster cooperation, strengthen governance, and support sustainable and systemic practices.
that integration is crucial. Integration to tackle all sorts of environmental issues, but specifically water, which is why we're here.
3 lightning chats on the integrated programs, closely connected to international waters, explored how these programs will tackle the complexities of implementing integrated and systemic solutions, along with their current status and upcoming milestones.
The goal of the Clean and Healthy Ocean IP is to generate global environmental benefit in selected participating countries and LMEs to produce ecological, social, and economic benefits.
Private sector is key, and we will test with them a circular solution to reduce plastic. We will catalyze with them system change with the businesses, and we will work with them through an incubator.
This integrated program on blue and green islands, it's really premised on the recognition that for SIDS, the blue economy and the green economy are intractable.
A panel discussion on policy coherence and associated challenges highlighted the support by GEF and other initiatives to enhance the capacity to design, implement, and monitor coherent and integrated freshwater and marine policies.
Also, the Water Convention supports by providing a long-term platform and ensuring coherence, which can lead to DF projects, but also sustain projects afterwards.
We need a long-term approach. We need coherency with scientists listening to you if you're governments, if you're in their negotiation.
I just want to highlight maybe 3 areas where I think science can bring some solutions, both by providing a strong science evidence, through technological advancements, and through developing frameworks for collaboration.
So the adopted text of the agreement identifies the GEF Trust Fund as part of the BBNJ agreement financial mechanism. And this is the first time that the GEF International Waters Focal Area will now serve in a formal role in service to a multilateral environmental agreement.
The Innovation Marketplace provided a space for networking and sharing ideas. In the following segment, participants had the opportunity to attend 5 workshops focused on innovative tools and solutions, including sustainable fisheries, marine spatial planning, GEF contribution to SDGs, addressing nitrogen and nutrient pollution, and approaches to address climate change on shared water resources and ecosystems.
We work on the legal aspect. We share examples on how to empower communities and also how to make sure that you can have sustainable finance.
In our session, it was all about nitrogen management. It needed a holistic approach in terms of using and going through various sectors in terms of managing sustainably.
The nexus, water, energy, food and environment, it's very complex, especially in the transboundary river basins.
They showcased examples of regional partnerships, of how they are putting together different initiatives on MSP to join forces, join resources.
In the afternoon, participants engaged in 15 IW clinics, an interactive session format that optimizes knowledge and experience sharing among experts and the audience. Topics ranged from the role of the blue economy in marine conservation to the use of nature-based solutions for water security, the power of knowledge and communication, gender mainstreaming, and more.
What I take away is the importance to transform our experience into real good practice, but at the same time to do that in such a way that the knowledge can be shared.
The key takeaways is the need to really make sure that you do a proper gender analysis.
The day concluded with a gala event with traditional Uruguayan dances and a big party where participants celebrated their achievements, the power of networking and knowledge, and new bonds crafted during IWC 10. Most importantly, they had a lot of fun. As day 3 came to a close, the the focus remained on collaboration and innovation to bridge past successes with future.
I'm delighted to see all these projects around the world that are being carried out.
I think all the information I can get from this conference, I can really go back to my country and utilize them within the project, and hopefully will benefit the local community that I'm working with.
The show is here, so join us in a couple of minutes.
On day 4 of the IWC 10 conference, the focus was on transforming the future, opportunities and challenges. Experts engaged in thought-provoking presentations, stressing the urgent need for transformative approaches to managing shared water resources. They also delved into cutting-edge technological innovations, examining how these advancements can drive more effective and sustainable solutions in the international waters context.
So we look at 3 types of technology groupings. One is to look at data value chains. And the second big bucket is in terms of less on the software, more on the hardware, or new ways to connect people up together.
The spotlight then turned to fostering inclusivity in water management. Panelists emphasized the crucial importance of involving youth, empowering Indigenous peoples, and advancing gender equality within international water projects. These discussions highlighted the need for diverse voices and perspectives in shaping sustainable water management solutions.
Involving youth isn't a nice option, it's absolutely essential because it's been proven many, many times that the more inclusive policies and projects are, the better it is.
We want to use this platform within our project to empower our young Pacifico people at the grassroots level to take initiative and to take the first step into becoming the leaders of their generation.
Nós, mulheres Kaiowá, somos a guardiã da sagrada aquífero Guarani, água da vida, e continuaremos a exercer nossa tarefa diante desse nosso grande papel.
Participants took part in 3 dynamic sessions focused on sustainable fisheries management, engaging women and youth, and innovative strategies for future-proofing water resources. In addition, 3 hands-on workshops tackled diverse topics, from promoting social equity in marine protected areas to information management techniques designed to enhance project outcomes. After 2 days of pre-conference workshops and 4 vibrant days of the 10th IWC, filled with lively discussions, in-depth learning, and valuable exchanges, the event drew to a meaningful close with reflections from partners and participants. Participants and partners shared their reflections, while outstanding contributors in the film festival, exhibition, and marketplace were honored with awards.
Well, IW Learn Conference has been amazing. You had the chance to go deep into the issues of water management. In particular, we take a look, of course, of the usual issues regarding project management and also different knowledge aspects, but we also have the chance to go deeper into other conversations, particularly the issue of finance for water.
Well, IWC 10 was my first conference, and I found it to be such a great space for learning from other projects and getting best practices to implement in our own project.
We are willing to get all the contacts and all the network that make us possible to expand our mission in the world.
I see here an amazing portfolio of projects, and when we see the numbers and figures in the presentations, it means like we are really covering this is a very inclusive program. I'm really planning to come back because it's really amazing. I mean, what we lived here, it was very good. I mean, it was very, very efforts put in inside.
The conference concluded with an inspiring message from Jeff's CEO, reinforcing our shared vision.
The Jeff International Waters Focal Area will continue to be pivotal in the implementation of this framework, as there is no life without water and there is no green without blue. The successful conclusion of this 10th International Waters Conference illustrates the importance of transboundary collaboration to put nature first. We continue to learn and evolve, and will work together towards a future where our natural resources are managed sustainably for the benefit of all. Thank you and safe travel. Muchas gracias.
Yes, I mean, it's amazing how far we have come with the IW portfolio. The global benefit that the IW portfolio is supposed to procure is increased cooperation among countries. So we are truly speaking about peace and also prosperity of the countries. This is truly a community of people, many friends and a lot of exchanges. It works. Everybody can see the results and also the affluence of people. These are not just a project now, it's much more.
As we wrapped up this memorable 10th edition, the IWC Cup was passed from Latin America to Asia and the Pacific region, where IWC 11 will take place. We look forward to seeing you there in 2025.